Our next award is for the best play of the season, the best new play of the season. And we're talking about, of course, Paula Vogel's daring and ravishing Indecent, which started its New York life at the Vineyard Theater last May in a beautiful production directed by Rebecca Teichman, choreographed by David Dorfman, featuring music by Lisa Gutkin and Aaron Halva. It's an astonishing, thrilling, dizzying experience. And in the context of fearless and dangerous Off-Broadway, it's especially great to be honoring a play that takes on so much. It takes us on a thrilling ride through a century of terribly indecent history. And it shines a light on our tragic confusion about what really is indecent and what's beautiful and meaningful and true. You know, everyone gives critics a hard time because, you know, they're not in the arena, they're not marred by dust and sweat and blood, they're not erring and striving to do the deeds. But on the other hand, you have to admit that sometimes they know exactly what to say. And in the case of Indecent, that's certainly true. Here's a bit of Linda Weiner's review in Newsday talking about Indecent and referencing The God of Carnage, the play within the play. She writes, "Has there ever been anything quite like Indecent? A play that touches, I mean deeply touches, so much rich emotion about history and the theater, anti-Semitism, homophobia, censorship, world wars, red baiting, and, oh yeah, joyful human passion. It's a gripping and entertaining show with laughter and tears and a real rainstorm in which two women from the marvelous 10-member cast reenact what in 1921 had been the first lesbian kiss on an American stage. 1921. Off-Broadway's been dangerous for about 100 years. We're pleased to be able to honor this challenging play that celebrates the power of theater, and here to accept the award for Best Play, please welcome from the Vineyard Theater, Sarah Stern.
Thank you so much on behalf of all of us at the Vineyard and every single person who worked on Indecent. This really, really means a lot. Paula Vogel really wished that she could be here today. She's out of the country, and she asked me to read something, which I'll do, and I'll just preface it by saying what a labor of love and passion and necessity Indecent was for all of us to work on, and a great, great privilege and joy to work with Paula and Rebecca Teichman and the entire company on it. The Vineyard's relationship with Paula goes back more than 20 years to How I Learned to Drive, and The Long Christmas Ride Home, and we named our award for emerging playwrights after her. And though she's not here today, I don't think that she would object to me saying that in addition to being a play, as you so eloquently said, about the many layers of love, as one of the characters in the play puts it, and about how art can change our lives, especially in times of intolerance and oppression. Indecent is also very much a play about a playwright's relationship with their work and with audiences over time, about what it means for a work of art to be appreciated in its time or to be misunderstood. And so this award is especially meaningful in its appreciation of Indecent in our time, for our time, so thank you. Paula, actually, the words that she asked me to read here today are in regards to being honored as a legend here today, too, which I know means a great, great deal to her. So since she is one of the most eloquent people I know, I will let her do the rest of the talking. And this is what she says. A great teacher of mine, Bert States, once wrote a book about theater called Great Reckonings in Little Rooms. I have been so fortunate to see so many great reckonings in off-Broadway rooms. Harvey Firestein's Spook House, Estelle Parsons in Miss Margarita's Way, Mac Wellman's Star Luster on a stage the size of a postage stamp, Irene Fornes, Charles Ludlam, Richard Foreman, Corinne Jacker and Julie Bavasso, Wow Cafe, Sam Shepard and all the Circle Rep writers, Oh God, Lanford, his Hot L Baltimore, his Serenading Louis, his Madness of Lady Bright, little rooms with actors whose collective light cured our seasonal affective disorder that we all suffered, scrambling 19-hour days to put up the next play without seeing daylight. I don't mean to romanticize our poverty. I seek to romanticize a New York with affordable rents, affordable food, neighborhoods we lived in where your safety was in knowing your neighbors, and when writing a play, acting in a play, designing or directing or producing a play, felt like something powerful, felt like talking to your neighbors before the marketing, before everyone moved to Brooklyn or beyond like Providence, or... Anyway, my great thanks to the Off Broadway Alliance for this award. Paula says, I don't feel like a legend. I know that I've worked with legends. Thanks to Circle Rep and Vineyard Theater, my homes, to all the actors and artists who worked on my plays on a shoestring and made them feel like greater rooms. So on her behalf, on behalf of all of us at the Vineyard for this award, thank you so, so much.